Good morning. All right. I started my new job, which is great, but also exhausting. I'm up early and I've been sick this week and it's just been a difficult week physically. But oh well, we're going to move on. I'm still going to do at least 2 videos a week. I'll post on the weekend, not videos every day as I get up and running, but I don't have much time, but we're going to get through chapter 8, No Other God, and Neville Goddard's I Know My Father. I just feel like this is really going to kick my day off, right? And it makes sense to make the time for it. So here we go. See what he has to say. Thou shalt have no other gods beside me. As long as man entertains the belief in powers apart from himself, so long will he rob himself of the being that he is. Every belief in powers apart from yourself, whether for good or evil, will become the molds of the graven images you will worship. Isn't that funny? We always think of idols as like an actual like golden idol you worship that the Bible's talking about. But as he's saying, every belief in powers apart from yourself, anything apart from you and your God center that you put faith in saving you, being good, bad, all powerful is actually an idol. And it expands our understanding so much of what an idol means and how powerful we are. We don't realize that our belief gives things power. We think things have power and then we're just observing it. But when we believe something has power, it literally infuses it with power, like medicine or nutrition. I do that all the time. Oh, I need to take my vitamins, but my body is a self-sustaining process that can handle it on its own. But since I put power and belief in my supplements, they have that for me. The belief, look at the next line. This is hilarious. The belief in the potency of drugs to heal, diets to strengthen, monies to secure, are the values or money changers that must be thrown out of the temple. Ye are the temple of the living God, a temple made without hands. It's right there. So drugs, diets, money, these are very common forms of idol worship that we have, that we think these things have the power to heal us, make our lives great, make us happy. It is written, my house shall be called of all nations a house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. Your beliefs in the potency of things are the thieves that rob you. There is only one power, one Savior. I am He. Anytime He says I am, it's capitalized, and it means your awareness of being. It is your belief in the thing and not the thing itself that aids you. There we go. Our faith in something is what infuses it with power. Therefore, stop transferring the power that you are to things around or about you. Claim yourself to be the power which you have in your ignorance given to another. Our faith is just misplaced. Our belief is just misplaced. We need to realize we are powerful creators and we're creating our reality. It's easier for a camel, burdened as he is with so-called treasures of life, to go through the needle's eye, which is a small gate in the walls of Jerusalem, so named because of its narrowness, than a rich man, the opinionated man, filled with his human values, who can be a Christian, by the way, they're some of the worst, to enter the kingdom of heaven. Man is so filled with human values or riches as to the reasons of things, right? Science, biology, all these things we think we know so we can eliminate the sort of magic to life, that he cannot, through so dark a veil as the wisdom of man, see that the only reason or value to anything is that all things are expressing perfectly that which they're conscious of being. What we think we are becomes reality. That's what he's saying. Just what you think is true for you becomes reality. So everything is expressing perfectly that's which is conscious of being. So if you think you're sick, you're going to show up as sick. When man realizes that the consciousness of a quality expresses that quality without the aid of anything else, he will become the poor man, the foolish man, who has no reason for anything happening other than that which is happening is perfectly expressing that which it is conscious of being. And now we're getting to a bridge of Alan Watts' The Way of Zen and Taoism. That's exactly what Taoism is saying. And this is the first time I've heard, really gotten, I'm sure I've read it, but that Neville is starting to point at that, this sort of dumbed down Taoism always jokes about how sort of Lao Tzu is always saying, I'm the fool, I'm the idiot, that walks around and just is seeing that everything is an instant process reflecting what it believes itself to be. I don't, dig into all these details. And I'm not doing it justice. I'll study it on another video, but that's amazing. That's really what he's talking about here when he says you'll become the poor man or the foolish man who has no reason for anything happening other than that which is happening is perfectly expressing that which it is conscious of being. We're just creating ourselves in each new moment. We don't need to when you get into the science and the biology, all that, that's the effect. And we're studying the effect and thinking it's the cause, but the cause is what something is conscious of being. And then you're just studying sort of how that reflects in the physical environment after it's already been made. So we're always studying the point of power after its actual point of power. It's in our creative mechanism of consciousness that the power actually exists. Such a one has thrown out the money changers or many values and has now established one value, consciousness. The Lord is in his holy temple. Consciousness dwells within that which it is conscious of being. I am man is the Lord and his temple. Knowing that the consciousness of wealth produces wealth. So when you think you're wealthy, you show up as wealthy. As the consciousness of poverty produces poverty. He forgives all men for being what they are. For all are expressing, without the aid of another, that which they are conscious of being. He knows that a change of consciousness will produce a change of expression. So instead of sympathizing with the beggars of life at the temple gate, he declares, silver and gold have I none for thee, but such as I have, the consciousness of freedom, give I unto thee. So you do more for someone imagining them as thriving, employed, great members of society than you do giving them $1 and seeing them as the poor person that needs that. Stir up the gift within you. Stop begging and claim yourself to be that which you were begging for. Do this and you too will jump from your crippled world into a world of freedom, singing praises to the Lord, I am. Far greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. It's another Bible quote. I love how he reframes the Bible. He gets it. This cry of everyone who finds his awareness of being to be God. Your recognition of this fact will automatically cleanse the temple of the thieves and robbers and restore to you that dominion over things which you lost the moment you forgot the command, thou shalt have no other God beside me. Here we take that commandment and think it literally means worship the one God, and we have completely closed out the broader meaning of that commandment to mean anything you invest your power in, be it your beauty, you got the 7 deadly sins, right? Your physicality, your guns, your violence, your country, anything that money is huge for us, right? My money, my job, my family, anything outside of yourself that you put your power in, you're giving the power to it, but you're also worshiping an idol and sort of giving your power to a dead thing that has no creative ability. It's not conscious. We are conscious. So as long as I'm aware of having a really healthy family and always being abundant and being employed and thriving and, whatever it is that speaks to you that you want to imagine yourself in, we need to think of our politicians as not corrupt, as, great people that are really going to handle our government for us. That's what we need to start saying, because they will automatically change. The ones who aren't that way will drift away. New ones will show up. When we have belief that the world is going to resolve in a peaceful way and not get caught up in the fear. There's a lot going on in the world right now. It's very intense. It's easy to get really scared about what's going on. But focusing on, no, this is going to come to a peaceful resolution. We're going to come to a better place as a result of all this will help that to be, because we are powerful creative mechanisms. And it's the fact that we've lost our belief in our own power that God has given us, that we are constantly reacting to the world and living in environments that we don't love. So anyway, with that, I got to get off to work. Thanks for being here with me. I hope you got something out of that. That set me up for a great day. So love you guys. Bye.